So, you live in Hickory Creek, and you're thinking about finding a dog trainer. That's a great step. We're going to break down exactly how to find the right local professional to help you and your dog have an even better life together. I want you to just picture it for a second. You're taking a walk on the trails at the park, and your dog is right there with you, calm, cool, and collected. You're both just enjoying the scenery. That's not some far-off dream. It's totally achievable, and finding a good trainer is how you get there. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why it's so helpful to train for our specific area. Then, we'll get into what you should actually look for in a trainer. After that, I'll walk you through picking the right one and what you can expect to pay. And finally, we'll cover some awesome local spots to go practice all those new skills. All right, first things first, why even think about training specifically for life here in Hickory Creek? Well, it's really all about getting your dog ready for the situations they're actually going to face every single day. I mean, think about your daily life, right? Good training is what helps your dog walk nicely past your neighbors on the street. It's what helps them stay calm and not jump all over your family when they visit. And it helps them handle the noise and activity when you take a trip over to Denton or Louisville. It just makes your day-to-day life together so much easier. So you know you need a trainer, but what separates a good one from a great one? Let's dig into the nitty-gritty of training philosophies and the credentials that tell you someone really knows their stuff. The approach that you'll hear about most, and for good reason, is positive reinforcement. So instead of focusing on correcting what your dog does wrong, this whole method is about rewarding them for what they do right. It's a fantastic way to build trust, and honestly, it creates changes that actually last. And this quote right here, it just nails it. Using humane methods isn't just a feel-good thing for your dog. It's genuinely better for our whole community. A well-behaved, happy dog makes for a more peaceful neighborhood for everyone here in Hickory Creek. Now, this slide is basically your cheat sheet. When you see these letters after a trainer's name, it's proof they've done their homework. For general things like puppy manners, you'll want to look for KPA CTP or CPD TK. But if you're dealing with something more challenging, like your dog gets way too worked up on the trails, a trainer with an IABC or CBCC certification has that specialized expertise you're looking for. Okay, armed with that knowledge, you are ready to actually start looking. Let's go through the practical steps to find a trainer who's the absolute perfect fit for you and your dog. One of the first questions you'll probably have is, should I do in-home training or group classes? This chart lays it out pretty clearly. In-home is awesome for fixing issues that happen in your home, like barking at the doorbell or jumping on the counter. Group classes, on the other hand, are perfect for teaching your dog how to focus with other dogs and people around. Here is your simple 4-step action plan. Number 1, make sure they use positive reinforcement. 2, look for those credentials we just talked about. 3, set up a consultation. Most good trainers will be happy to chat first. And 4, go into that chat with some key questions ready. And during that consultation, this list is going to be your best friend. You'll obviously confirm their methods and credentials, but you also really want to ask how they'll create a plan specifically for your dog. Ask them how you'll track progress so you both know what success looks like. And for sure, get all the details on cost and what you'll need to work on between sessions. The goal here is to feel like you found a real partner. And of course, we've got to talk about money. The best way to look at this is not as just another bill, but as a real investment in having a long, happy, much less stressful life with your dog. So, what does that investment actually look like around here? Well, these numbers are a pretty good snapshot of what folks are paying for professional dog training in and around Denton County. As you can see, group classes for things like puppy basics or obedience are a really great place to start, and they'll usually run you a couple $100s for the whole course. For more one-on-one help, private lessons tend to fall somewhere between $100 and $180 a session, and then you've got board and train programs. Those are way more intensive, and the price reflects that since it includes round-the-clock care. Let's just focus on a really popular option for a second. A package of, say, 4 to 6 in-home lessons typically lands in this $400 to $850 range. And honestly, this can be a fantastic value because the trainer is tackling problems right where they happen, in your house and on your street. So once you've gotten started with a trainer, the real change happens when you take everything you've learned and apply it out in the real world. Let's check out a few great local places to do just that. Hickory Creek Park is the obvious first stop, right? The trails there are perfect for practicing loose leash walking and teaching your dog to stay tuned into you, even when there are other people, joggers, or squirrels trying to grab their attention. Now, when you feel like you're ready for more socializing, North Lakes Park over in Denton is a fantastic spot. The dog park is a safe, fenced-in area where you can really work on polite greetings and making sure your dog still comes when called, even with other dogs around. And for an even bigger challenge, LLA is an amazing training ground. With all the different trails and the mix of nature and other people, it's the perfect place to make sure your dog's new skills work anywhere, not just at home. At the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Training isn't about turning your dog into a little robot. It's about building their confidence so they can be a happy, reliable companion that you can take anywhere in our community. By putting in the effort to find good training, you're really just opening up a whole new world for you and your dog. You'll be able to relax at home when people come over, and you can explore all the amazing parks and trails we have around here. I wish you the best of luck finding that perfect trainer and enjoying all those new adventures you're going to have together.